EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful presents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They motion the slot man left. On 2nd down, Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
He's got it at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game.
to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. They'll go play action with Milroe. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's Milroe to throw. Rolling right. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week. Come out early. Get some completions. Settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Makes the score Eagles.
What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, Milroe. And that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180. Go Silver, ready? Hey! Let's get it!
Receiver in motion, headed left. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Quick throw, taken in, and he He's going to be taken down at the 37. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now Hurts. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mickey Manwari is there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Not going for 2. They'll pick the point after. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And typically, like, you don't find yourself in the playoffs unless all season long you've gotten contributions from your special team. So here's a big one in the return game. I mean, this is something that has been a priority all season long, and they nearly sprung it.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The man in motion is Watson. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles.
63, 6.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
21-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Trimmer.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Let's go now. Ready?
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Trap 60. 2. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Now it's Milrow. He keeps it himself. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Dragon 60.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game
On the ready.
after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Hey. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Go.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Moving to his right. He'll run again. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Come on. Warriors 70, 18 Cardinals.
Now Milrow. Got it with Smith in Jigba. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Milrow. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seahawks. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
start on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Up the middle they go. He's to the 10. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
To kick off for
both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Man! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Come on, come on. Let's go.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Milrow. Forced to his right. Showing off for footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That is going to be all in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Ray going to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And will bring this to about the 25. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A second down throw for Hurts. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Philadelphia. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Hurts sacked. A loss of 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Flush to his right, taking off, and he's going to be marched out of bounds down at the 3. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Walker, and he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Seahawks. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks go up by 7, 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good. For Eagles.
1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Hurts to the air on first down. Quick throw here is complete. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down. Slot man in motion right. Hurts will try it again. For the middle. That one caught by Watson. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Go Silver, ready?
Again, Hurts. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Man in motion is Smith. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Hurts again. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Trimmer. 73. Foul left Yeti. 63.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now, Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mustang 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
Milroe. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now it's Milroe. That ball intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Here's 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Eagles. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Makes the score Eagles 30.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Past midfield. Inside the 20. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Gray going to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll send a man in motion left. On 1st down, it's Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be out of bounds. A decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Julian Love, the former Notre Dame star, with the good coverage, and he's able to knock that one away. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. That's fielded at about the 18. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Now Milroe. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now Seattle going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Now 2nd and inches.
30-yard line.
Let's go now. Pass it, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions.
Throwing is Milroe. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19, Mustang 19.
Now Milroe on 1st down. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And they are moving on. They survive and advance in the playoffs. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks.